Hello, my name is Eric Koechlin. I was born in Lima, Peru, the capital of Peru. I'm currently working at the University of Oregon's housing, and I'm also a student in economics and musicology. There's a cultural identity that goes back to the times of the Incas. I mean, most of the people in Peru today feel identify with the Incas. Since the independence of Peru and until today, the Incas culture is predominant in Peru. I mean, what remains, I mean, the tradition that remains and so on, and how we identify with it. Many practices and many cultures are still present in Peru. For example, the Pachamanga. The Pachamanga is a celebration to the Mother Earth. The Incas used to believe on this hierarchy of gods, where on top of all of the gods you had the Viracocha, which is the god of the sun, that is very important in Inca culture, and the Incas, let's say, polytheistic religion, because they used to believe in a polytheistic system of on a polytheistic theological system, where the god is the most important of all, and then you have the Pachamama, which is the god of the earth and the god of the moon, and different gods that were very important for the Incas, and even today, because today in Peru, a lot of people do believe on these gods, and they believe on what they call the Apus, which are these mountains, like the ones you can see around Machu Picchu, and different, let's call it different animistic icons that are glorified. And one of the celebrations that, even though you believe in the Pachamama or not, even because today most of Peru is predominantly Catholic, we still do celebrate the Pachamanga, which is a celebration of the god of the earth, the goddess of the earth, actually, which it's a it's a celebration where a lot of friends and family get together and they dive this hole into the ground. Well, they put a lot of wood and then stones, and they will set fire to it. But before that, on top of the stones, they will put guinea pigs, llama meat, different types of vegetables, potatoes, chilies, corn, sweet potatoes, and they will cover all of this on banana leaves. They will cover it, put it on top of the stones, while the wood is burning on the very bottom, and cover all of that with earth. So, what that represents to the Incas is that they're all of this festivity, all of this culinary festivity, and all of this food that is being created is not being created by them, but rather by the god, because it's not only animals and vegetables that are alive from the earth and because of the earth, but it's also being cooked inside the earth. And they even pour, well, this cooking procedure takes over 4 hours. And while it is cooking, people will drink pisco, which is an alcoholic drink that was originated in Peru. Some people claim it was originated in Chile. We don't really know. But while they drink it, they will pour it to the earth almost as a religious ceremony. And even if you're Catholic and you're doing a pachamanga because the pachamanga is delicious, people will like to people will like the food and will like the cooking procedure. And even though they don't believe in the Pachamama as a goddess, they will still uh, celebrate the whole ritual of pouring a little bit of pisco into the ground and so on. So those customs are still alive. Well, yes, I think that, like I mentioned before, the Incan culture is a very important part of our identity. We we definitely admire our pre-colonized history, and many of the things we learned from them are still present today. The way we dress, the way we influence of South America, even still today, that present, I mean, even to the 20th century, that ideal of making a South American alliance, like the Incas is still present. Today, it is present on our politics, on our social systems, it is present on our food, it is present on our music, on many parts of our culture. I would say that not as much as in Lima, which is the capital on the coast, as it is probably in the highlands, in the Andes. But I would say that all around it is respected.